You know, my hunting videos always show what happens with the killing portion of the hunt, but what goes on most of the time is just doing wildlife observation, as I'm doing this evening, watching this buck that's coming in. I'm just waiting on hogs. But when there are no hogs, you watch the wildlife, and I'm getting video through my RIX LEAP L6 thermal weapon sight. Now this buck is tracking a doe. The doe and her two fawns came through about 20 minutes earlier, and they haven't gotten far. They're just right over there. So sped up the video. I think it's funny, the buck can see these other deer, but it's not until the buck gets really close that he decides that they are indeed what he's after. Watch the recognition. Wait, don't go anywhere. Wait, hold on. And over the fence he goes, and he continued after them for at least the next hour, and I lost sight of him. Well, I came back the next night to wait for the hogs. I did see hogs come in, and originally I was way down there at about 300 yards by the opposite fence. And after I watched the rut buck, hogs came in somewhere from this area and headed down along the tree line off to the right. And I simply wasn't able to get to them in time, so I'm set up closer to where I'm expecting them to cross the pasture. And there's a tree line at 140 yards, and in a little bit you'll see a mouse at about 7 yards. And where are the hogs going? They're going to the neighbor's winter wheat field to graze. Alright, so after dark, and I'm watching animals, waiting on the hogs. There's a bird, and there's my first hog, Carpe Sus. But it's over in the neighbor's winter wheat field. Fortunately, the neighbor has hunters, and I'm sure they'll get this hog this weekend. However, in the meantime, being just on the other side of the fence, he's going to be taunting me all evening long. Well, here comes that doe and her two fawns coming through, just like they did the previous evening at about the same time. And while I was watching the doe and the two fawns, these two deer came in fairly close to me. I didn't notice they were there until one of them snorted. Now they're making their escape very slowly. And there goes the boar traversing the winter wheat field. And there is the rut buck. He's coming in following the doe and her two fawns again. Back to the boar. It looks like he's found him a nice place to do some rooting, and it's just going to town on that one spot. And finally, I've got a rat at the other end of the hay bales I'm hiding behind. There at 7 yards. Moving on to the next property. I hope to be getting a shot at these hogs with my Power Hammer 92 green bullets loaded by Druid Hill Armory and Starline Brass, and of course I'm getting video through my RIX LEAP L6. I'm shooting a 6.5 Grendel. The wind is in my favor at this point, but the problem is that I'm in the landowner's front yard and I'm at a fence that I can't cross without making a lot of noise. So distance-wise, I'm stuck shooting from right here. Alright, here we go. Four shots and I am not happy, but I do have two hogs down. I've got a 75-pound boar down at 150 yards and another 75-pound boar down at 160 yards.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
If you're interested in the terminal performance of the Power Hammer 92 grain bullets, take a look at Carpe Analysis, the Dromedaries number 69, where we'll take a look at that, and also my shooting. Carpe Sus, my friends.